Okay folks, this week is gutter week. We've got some issues with our gutters where the angle of the roof, when we get a good storm, the water runs right over the top of the gutter. And to fix that, I've got some fascia boards, and I'm going to take these gutters down. I'm going to put this fascia board behind them. And while they're down, we're going to give them a good scrubbing, and we're going to paint them black. And we're going to put them back up on top of the fascia board so they'll be bumped out about another 3/4 of an inch or so. And it should solve our problem. And also, we are hoping are going to look fantastic painted black. Stay tuned. So I'm scrubbing these with a mixture of Dawn dish soap and bleach to get any residue off before I prime them. Cleaning is one of the most important parts of this job. Otherwise the primer won't stick, which means the paint won't stick. So I'm getting ready to hang the gutter, the first piece, but one of my main issues is I only have one ladder. So what I've done is I've rigged up these brackets just with a couple of filler pieces of wood here, and this piece here is going to support the gutter. I'm going to put one at each end of where I'm going to be hanging the gutters. That way I can rest the gutter up there and then go ahead and screw it in. I'm not yet sure if these are going to work. I just came up with this idea myself. I'm hoping it does the job. Let's see what happens. I just screwed that into the bottom of the facer board and just filler piece and just counterweighting it so it will have leverage to hold up the weight of the gutter. Let's put one in at the other side. You see my wide array of painted gutters here, all waiting to be put up. So let's back the camera up here a little bit and try to wrestle one of them into place. For those of you safety conscious people out there, you may not want to watch this part. I've got the ladder leaning kind of far out because of the hatchway. That's not recommended, but it's all I can do right now. There we go, first piece up. These brackets work out really well. Really simplified the job for me. Now I can use these for each piece. Just had to make sure we had it right with the angle. Alright, moving on to the last piece on the back here. This one is more involved because we have to caulk the two gutters together after we get them up there. You don't have to show me here though.
Going to.
Time to test it out. So, we don't have enough of an angle here. The end of this gutter kind of goes up a little bit, the way that's attached at the end. So I'm going to try to lower it down just a little bit. Hopefully we can get that water to flow out the end here. It's just kind of settled in around this spot here. There we go. You can see it there, coming out. So one of the major problems we've had here is water pooling in this general area because of that angle. And water would end up leaking out the middle, and leaking out where it's not supposed to be coming out. So we've had to deal with those issues over the years. I've tried temporary fixes, but now we've got a permanent fix. So I'm happy to see that happening properly now.
It's a big improvement for sure.
Right.
You know, I imagine when they were putting this in, they were thinking, you know, by visualizing it, you can see that maybe they were trying to keep it straight on there, not realizing that it needed to slope down.
Right, it definitely had a slope, but just for some reason at the end it kind of curved up a little bit.
Right.
So this may not be as visually appealing because it definitely slopes way down, but at least it'll get the job done. All right. Because I had to lower the gutter by a few inches, the downspout is now a few inches too long, so I'm just going to nip off the end of it here.
So I picked this up from a person who is giving this away for free on Facebook Marketplace. I'm shocked that it's for free. It's in absolute pristine condition, except that it needs a good sanding and a restaining. But the condition of it itself, perfect shape. You're going to hear Paul in the background. We're just finishing up our gutters as well after redoing that. But I've decided to start this project because this is part of our episode this week. We're going to put this in our pool patio area in place of the chaise lounges. We'll be putting those away for the season, and this will go there for now. And eventually, sorry about all the traffic, folks, but eventually it'll end up on a back deck that we're going to be building next year on the back of the house. So I couldn't get it down to the bare wood. I did as much as I could. I'm going to attempt a couple of different things because I don't know what I'm doing yet. This was unexpected because it was free on Facebook Marketplace. I wasn't specifically looking for it, but now that I have it, I have a great place for it and I'm excited about it. The only thing is, because it didn't take well with I didn't want to have to go through eating away at the paint and then sanding it down. It has kind of like a reddish orangey cherry wood finish, and I don't really like that, so that's not really my style. If it is yours, great. It's just not my particular style. It's very orangey. So what I'm going to do is do a whitewash thing that I do sometimes with my driftwood look, and then do the dark stain over it. We have a dark walnut stain. I'm going to attempt to see how that looks. If I don't like it, I'm going to end up painting everything black and then staining this maybe like that driftwood look. I'm going to keep going until I figure it out. It may take a couple of different times, so bear with me here as I go through the whole motion. Thanks, dear.
Welcome. You're not going to get the exterior stain?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So first I'm going to start with a rag. If you haven't seen me do this before, basically I whitewash and paint in equal parts. Sometimes I do a little more water than I do paint. And then I just take a rag and I'm going to wipe it on to give it that whitewash look. Then I take a dry rag and kind of wipe it right after it. This is just the first step, so it may look kind of not so interesting right now, but right now it's just the first step. And some areas are going to take better than others because of how well it came off with the sander. The thing I like about this is it lightens the wood, but also, which is what I kind of like, that lighter wood, but also it tones down that orange staining from the type of wood that it is, and also a stain they might have used. So it can really help with both those methods. And seeing as I go along, and I don't want to have to eat away at the paint with paint stripper, and I don't want to have to keep sanding it down. So, like I said, this was an unexpected project. One I'm thrilled about, but so because of that, I think we might end up painting the rest of it a certain color. But so far, I'm liking this being whitewashed a bit. Now I'm going to put the stain on, and again I'm going to wipe it off after. To pick it up, we just have a car, so Paul had to take it apart. So here we are reassembling it. All I did is tame some of the orangey look down and also added a little bit of the stain. Next year I may decide to do something else, but this year I just wanted to give it that aged, rustic, driftwood type of look. So we're going into late fall, mid-fall I should say, and with that we wanted to make sure it was sealed. We didn't actually put any polyurethane. We're going to let it kind of weather a little bit, and we'll see in the spring what it looks like. But again, this was free, so I'd like to keep it preserved and in good condition. But if something happens out of our control, then so be it. It was a free purchase. However, it is a piece I really, really like, and I would like to keep this going. Cushion that came with it, we have scrubbed, as it was a little stained, and obviously I don't know who had it before us, how they are. So because of that, you want to, when you get something like that, especially when it's outside, that's okay, but you want to scrub it really good. We had a scrubby brush, and we used some bleach and some peppermint Castile soap, and we just did it in two different segments, one with bleach and water, one with Castile soap and water, and used a scrub brush and rinsed it off good, tried to squeeze it out the best we could, and it's air drying. So if all goes smoothly and it comes out okay, I may just plop it on the bench. I may actually either A, end up doing another cushion down the road, but I won't do it until spring, or B, I'm going to maybe paint it like I did the front cushions, but we'll see what happens. So far, I really like the look. What do you think? But just a quick note, one of the reasons we're not sealing it with polyurethane is I don't want it to yellow, but also it'll be too shiny. I don't think it will give it that rustic look. And we do have an exterior stain on it mixed with a whitewash, so hopefully that'll be enough to seal it. Again, we'll find out in the spring what happened. So we just need to put the cushion on soon, and we're going to decorate this area. But for now, isn't she cute? It's a cute little bench. I'm very, very happy with it. It was perfect, perfect condition. It really, really just needed a little sanding and touch up. So now it suits our style, and it looks so charming in this little spot, and we are now ready for fall.
So here it is, our new gutters. Well, new to us, nice, newly renovated gutters, painted black, repaired.
So we finished this project almost exactly how we'd like it. We had some of the blue outdoor pillows, and we bought a blanket for $8 at Ocean State Job Lot. We had some mums that we've been wanting to move, so we used those. So that's already something we had on hand. We bought 2 planters that were already black, which is great. I didn't have to paint a planter, so that was great, but we really like those. Those were also on sale at Job Lot. I believe they were $12 each. And then I had some of these pumpkins. I really wanted to get some pumpkins, but oh my goodness, folks, they are so expensive. So that was not on the budget this week. So we spent a lot on fixing the gutters, and this bench was free. We had pretty much everything on hand except the planters and the blanket. And again, I would have loved to have had, I didn't mind about the mums because we had them here and we were going to move them anyway. If you notice, the one on the right is a little bit smaller because something was getting into it, so I wanted to move it so it wouldn't get eaten. And this one was doing well enough, but I just wanted to, you know, put them both in pots. So this dressed up this whole little area. Remember, we had the chaise lounges here. That worked out really nice. So we have it finished somewhat what we wanted to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a seat cushion here. We did have one that came with it when we grabbed it from the Facebook Marketplace guy. However, I did clean it like crazy, but it's still kind of wet, and also I'm not sure it's looking like I would like it. So I think I might actually like it without the cushion. It's very comfortable. But all in all, I'm going to say about $30 for all this because of the blanket and the 2 pots here, but everything else we had on hand. Going down the road further, if they go on a sale or I can find cheaper pumpkins somewhere, we'll probably get some more pumpkins for this area. I like the idea of faux ones because I can dress it up every year and I don't have that expense. So, hey, times are hard and we're trying to save our money, folks. So this is what you can do sometimes with what you have, and I think it's cute. Yep, I probably would have liked to have added more, but for now, this is what it'll be. But hope you like it. Let us know what you think. We love it. Hi, everyone.
Hey.
It was a great week, an exhausting week, but totally worth it. We finished our gutters.
Yes.
We really love how they came out.
Very happy with how they came out, yeah.
You know, guys, if you have an opportunity where you can they're in great condition, they're just a little dirty, and they need a little fixing, if you can repair them, and Paul had some great ideas because we looked online and we really had to figure it out ourselves. There's nothing really on there on how to fix your gutters or how to, you know, fix the problem that we had exactly. So we fixed that up. It looks great.
Came out well. We have to make sure we use a bonding primer when you're painting something like gutters, or even aluminum siding, you can do that.
That's true.
A bonding primer and a good quality outdoor paint, and there you go.
There you go. So that, and then, as I just said just seconds before, this is fabulous bench. Was free on Facebook Marketplace. I mean, it's really quality. If you guys could sit on this, it's really high quality.
Love it.
We love it. So we just did our popular driftwood technique to it. The things that we had around, and voila. So anyway, that's it for this week. We're very excited. We're sorry about all the traffic. I hope you can hear us in the background, but we had a great week, very productive. Yeah. We have more to do. I don't know what exactly we're going to do. We have a huge list of to-dos. I'm hoping we can do decorating next week, but you might actually see something else. I won't know until days before because there's a huge list of to-dos. Some things are taking precedence sometimes over others. So I guess we'll be just as surprised as you do. But we'll see you next week for another video. Thanks for joining us.